Brandon Lang, hashtag Gloat. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning.
I don't want to gloat that much, but it did feel pretty good.
I'll bet it did. How about that? I mean, what a great game, though. Wasn't it a great game with weird scoring, by the way?
Yeah, it's funny. I had 33-27 as my final, and my wife said, and I was sitting with my wife, and she goes, you know, you really should add a score to each team, and you would have had it. And I go, well, here's the problem with that. I said, I don't know if I would have ever gotten to 41. But thinking about it now, if you're able to put up 38 points on the number one defense in the NFL, I should have had Philly to 40.
Yeah.
I should have. And then everybody asked me afterwards, how did you know? And I said, well, two things. One, you don't put up 38 points against the number one defense in the NFL and not shred a New England defense that let Jacksonville go up and down the field. So that was one. And then two, even with all that, I'll go to my grave saying this. If Doug Peterson does not pick up that fourth down from his own 45-yard line with 5 minutes to go, Brady's going to go right down the field and score. It's going to be an 8-point game, and then just like 2004, you're going to need another backdoor touchdown by Philadelphia to cover the number. Yeah. So as much as they were in command of the game, as much as they were covering the game, as much as they were the right side of the game, you're still one play away from me having to sweat bullets. So credit to Doug Peterson for going for it there. It just goes to show you. And I said on your show, Belichick was looking across that field at a coach that wasn't afraid of him, and that wasn't going to that game coaching to lose, but coaching to win.
Yeah.
And that's what Peterson did.
I got to tell you, though, when you really think about it, Brady did his job, right? I mean, he more than did his job. They just could not stop Philadelphia.
No, there's a rift going on right now that people aren't talking about, or they are talking about. Something's going to happen here because Brady came out in defense of Malcolm Butler publicly, stated it. The Boston Herald, I think, yesterday had a on the sports page mutiny. Kraft's not happy with Belichick mentioned Malcolm Butler. I think if Malcolm Butler plays, Patriots win that game.
And he gave no reason. He said it was a football decision.
That's the worst answer he could have given.
Yeah.
His quote was, "We put the best players out there that give us the best chance to win." You lying sack of manure. That's so not true. You benched your best corner for disciplinary reasons because you wanted to make a point that your ego is so big that you're bigger than he is, and you sacrificed your defense. Rowe was traded by the Eagles. That's what they thought about him. So Belichick's got to answer to Kraft now. Kraft can't be happy. Brady's not happy. The whole Josh McDaniel not taking the coach's job, Colts job. It's just when you lose a Super Bowl like the Patriots, that first domino falls.
Yeah.
Now we get to step back and watch them crumble.
Well, there's been a lot there. There's been all season long we've been hearing about the rumblings. Well, it takes a good loss like this to really intensify it.
I've also heard a story that years ago there was another defensive player, like a defensive lineman, that flew his whole family up. And they're ready there, and he's with them before the game. And then the day of the game, Belichick deactivates him, and he's not even part of the team. And he has to go and sit in the stands and watch the game. You can't tell that player on Tuesday that he's not playing. You're going to let him spend all the money bringing his family up there. Everybody's there. Your family's 8 family members are there. And then you're not only are you deactivated, you're not even allowed to dress. This is the kind of shady scumbag things Belichick does. You little hoodie worm. I can't stand him. and listen, at the end of the day, he didn't give me the win. Brady gave me the win against Seattle. Butler gave me the win against Seattle. Brady gave me the win against Atlanta. But as far as when I go against Belichick, the more I hate him, the more I can't stand him. He is such an egotistical worm. Go back into the ground where you deserve. Thank you.
I'm going to ask you. You have anything?
No, I was going to defend Belichick and the Patriots, and I said, wait a minute. I'm not going to defend Belichick and the Patriots.
Brandon, listen, it was a great season, and we appreciate all your input, and we'll have you back because March Madness is just around the corner.
Well, I'll tell you what I won again last night. I'm on a 13-2 college basketball run. So if you think football was good, it's been college basketball has been ungodly these last 2 weeks. So 13-2. So again, you know where to go if you want to stay hot.
I hope you pick that Syracuse-Louisville game. There.
Quit while you're ahead, man.
Actually.
Quit while you're ahead.
Actually, but I looked at it and said Syracuse was the right side.
You got to stay away from Syracuse right now because they have the potential to actually play, but they don't. So you never know. I mean, the minute you're like, all right, I'm confident they're going to get crushed here, they come out and play, and battle is incredible. So what are you going to do? All right, Brandon, we'll talk soon, just a couple of weeks away.
Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.